Treaty why Wadaroma Sansu na passengers so fa kasa driver no na ontumi fa mo nko emra somdwemu Osu ne enani de dika uti amame mo akwaba na me na wase Ana sembebre ni aboabo no ayede brother je ni posokra New Patriotic Party akwatia by elections no one settle on more candidates. Oman kwa primaries bia. National Democratic Congress and this year my yokoni there almost say oma be nominations. Utumi ko fa form no now pray akwatia by elections ni bi. Iti ni yakoso ewa akwatia no Yisi September ose yebeto abano na akwatia fo nso anya rep ewa parliament Menim say Sam ready wate Sa Ashanti region ye wo national security no am say obebe ahodo obe nan Ama Bruni bi astorm forestry commission office Now here two ekura wo mo uniform ba ko mo nyina pamasha And you know you better because Lands and Natural Resources Minister was see and prosecutors are for Nina and Chomason. I contain mine in Penny Dasu, Chairman Bernard and Chibos Yako or no Dano. A year and a lawyer, Honorable Andy Apia Kubi. Was he be seen a young prosecutor, but never say Yoko prosecutor ma. Omo be share na almost wa famna kwanso a file defense rempo say o say bass on be ko pre bargaining anu ne dia ban say e wudi for na ye de sika ho kwadu bi abọ Ghana mrane makwan say utumi koka say metua sika no na Attorney General adwendwen ho na say sika no de bi ka ho na ogine be ya ye gi a obetumi atwa asam no so ana say still I bet me do wako court na court atwe aso Manchester ki no su manguru yi no wakwedeke wonye shon Enra lawyer Dominic Ayene Attorney General of Republic of Ghana or the press conferences via shisha so ye betie mu nsam na ye ho kwan ye de be fa so And so asema ye bisa na ye koso ebisa wo Yes government agencies na ya form board de ama no enya aban we penso nko an o aban abako nyina agencies ni bo ho egu aso ya form board amomo agencies ni bo ho a ye bia mo boka aso sky ye de tua board of directors ne ka no agencies no so first ka ma Sautia Snit hotels and a war Ghana ha. Snit for said there be a cankwan eba. It was mobile beton hotels no. Shares no beton majority no. And a coffee brand a champion who some at the buy. Nya bisane said na agency a emfamfa so ma board na ye for or minister candidate omka does it make sense Okoko STC a adwumakuo bi a omoboka pa na akomia eda no e cancellate adwumakuo no omboka pa esu ne board of directors a omositi bi a omje allowances je akatua Meno ka se oba Ashanti region ha Jude factory and they are inaugurated board ama woma board no bosumi so and almost city bi ebe mo allowance na Jude factory awo ho e de no mu produce e fa so be na de bro man no and they say adwendwen ho Ghana sika ne bitumi ko waste just like that and once sika ne ko saa ye wi ane asan ko ne ekobo bosia Bokun sensam no so wakona. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said the soldier for nko. Na mo mo ko say peacekeepers. Say peacekeeping no mo ko dabi. Say the mo ko say o mo ko pattern to kwa o mani abre a wa libesi bia wo mu ntwa. It's long overdue. John Dramani Mahama. His Excellency achedodo. Bokun sensam no se na wo say kwa no. Na soldier ni akojina ni abonitio, police ni akojina ni abonitio, migration officer akojina ni abonitio. Obi di tio ba o se da bi to bo asement na pay ni akono. The body party nya na twen se obeti ase a. Force must be applied. Ya na ye kan bokun sensem na nkrofo to ai na ada na ye ne brisamo. I've been to a war-torn countries. Bebe me and Sakura. 1999 na me ho na me nam Freetown was abonten so man kwasa be ko hozile o ko ise after ntokwa no ma ye settle o mo no o se ko take part under the province of West Africa Anglican Church, spending months. Eti enumade antokwa hyase ne ensi ano a edeba boko de ni enough is enough. I will see esi ano kwan obi a ofa ho bia no I will say yetumi atwe na so Ghana mra atwe na so na de be nko a I will say yetumi ye bold ne ye ka se we na ye hene wa ha ma ka mo nya hemfo. Now for the empower military no sa oji achinye ni ya ruling aba na so nti ase a okwa na soldier for no so de ehia wo anya sa asumdwe ntumi ma na politicians na yomu afrim Ajumre DJ Legacy one DJ Loss and a producer show na mayen. Medi de Ebenezer ya ocho na betumi aframe Osempakani 9 p.m. and a mepeja me mu na dwumadi ya ho ye de abeto aso ama. Yankwa na nra lawyer Dominic Ayine and some of the two dwa efa Unibank and sensem na wo se da bi Dr. Kwabnadu for and the 7 others no was so momutu sika bi because o me yeso mbetu esika no kra na nke eje ya enka o man na kwa nim ne etoso biem wo se ohun case bi a wo to aso efie nwotwini asem no onyina so anka ban dada no to aso yentie no ne ewi a minority for no so akasa e de afasa ansensem ho na yentie wo mo nso ense lawyer Dominic Ayine ne nsem o de tudwa no ebi ne
cut. Now, a report on the docket for the oral cases, including the mathematical sets, the All Africa Games, and the drip scandals are being prepared by the National Investigation Bureau for my attention. I expect to receive that investigative report in a few weeks for work to begin on filing charges in court. The Economic and Organized Crime Office has completed investigations in respect of Wuntumi, Chairman Wuntumi, and the former National Buffer Stock Company CEO, Mr. Abdul Wahab Hanan, and their accomplices. The results of both investigations will be announced very soon. The police CID have also completed a docket on the Akunta mining case and submitted same to my office. We have prepared charges and sent them back to the police CID for the suspects to be formally charged before their arraignment in court in the coming days. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, my fellow countrymen and women, in conclusion, I wish to remind you of the fact that when I announced the Kobina Edubohin investigation, I was blunt in stating the fact that I am open to engaging in plea bargaining with those who have been investigated and found to have looted or stolen state resources. I minced no words about my intentions and will therefore not shut the door to any accused person willing to enter into negotiations with my office for purposes of reaching a plea agreement. My approach is in consonance with the central plank of the oral, which is to recover the loot, which is to recover all the loot. But of course, you use all advisedly, because as I pointed out clearly, it is not in all cases that it is possible to recover all the loot. So you recover some, realistically possible. Of course, recovering the loot and jailing looters are not mutually exclusive. And I believe that that is what citizens are pushing for. In other words, both can take place, and that will be full-fledged accountability. But anyone familiar with the plea negotiations would agree that it is rare to go into the negotiation room and come out without giving up something in order to clinch a deal.
Why, lawyer Dominic Aine, or senior Dikine, Yoko Fra, Mofre, Chairman Bernard and Chibois Yakono, near Yoko Ayenshima, officially of Omade, the charges in our bench, the Babonako court. Bernard and Chibois Yakona, police for also investigation concerning our contaminant. Not as an instance, they say, Mienu, and I ever a day court. Niaka and Betuaso. Now, please, for you, Munomu, Niako and say, the Baba, a bet chargino, and I feel buffer stock. Abdul Hanan, our no see a chill and then a yere. I saw my Jimino or say a nonso, what do you want, Juma, and check what dear nonso air court. Now, oral, and also a year, Woma, Omofa, Boniso, the dual mine sika. Obaka o man Penny Mahama ba office what take committee say omunhwe na ya recover all loot nyomu wi aye nyina aye no wo say no so ye ho adwuma wa man ne office no ya bie ne prato wo say ope say wo ba Ghana mra na makwan naka wabo no aban lawyer Penny no office hwehwem na wo say kwadu e de bo ni ka no emfato na me 2 cedis ebi ametua ya beji interest aka wo simetua eno on be pene so amoatua na ebi wa do ba court watua wie no se mfi a wo betwa no na court pa na watete so kakra ma ebi won so ayeji a be mo afa ho adi o se eno so ekoso papa wey lawyer Dominic Ayine yenkoso antie no na yenchirem na nche yemfa nkomo twetwe na nhihye so.
The legal vacation. The National Service Authority scandal case was due to be filed last week, as promised, when we stumbled upon evidence of malfeasance involving an account at the Bank of Ghana to which had been transferred an amount of 189 million Ghana cedis. Out of this amount, 80 million Ghana cedis cannot be traced. But we found 2 checks bearing the name and account details of the former Director General, Mr. Osempakani Asibe, which had been used to withdraw funds totaling a little under 2 million Ghana cedis from the said account. We have therefore halted the filing of charges so as to await the receipt of the evidence from the relevant state agencies, including the Bank of Ghana, Ministry of Finance, and the Controller and Accountant General's Department. In fact, as I speak, the Bank of Ghana signaled to me that this morning they are going to deliver the entire bank statement, for my attention. I am, however, thank you. I am, however, happy to announce that at least 8 suspects in this investigation have approached my office for plea negotiations, including 3 former officers of the National Service Authority. Some officials have offered to testify against their colleagues, and some vendors and service providers are willing to come clean and testify as prosecution witnesses. When you build your docket well, this is the result that you get. 8, people are willing to testify. Persons, they are not coming to say hearsay. They are not coming to give hearsay evidence. People who were involved, okay? And we are, in negotiations with them and their lawyers, as a precondition, I tell them, you bring back the money that we have calculated that you took, you serve as a prosecution witness. That is the approach that we are using. Now, I'm sure the MPP will be very happy for me to insist that 100% be returned to the Attorney General before any deal can be, cut. Now, a report on the docket for the oral cases, including the mathematical sets, the All Africa Games, and the drip scandals are...
Lawyer Dominic Ayine, Attorney General, Ekasa, no say, oral mathematical set, what in wasem, and no, or say, I had ready, I won't all African Games, my cards and Mustafa Yusuf, Bibian Hubomu, Bibia, National Service, Mustafa Yusuf Hubomu, yes, Uncle Kopie, all African Games are, no Sambomu. Osini Pabayan so, and I'm watching, I had ready, say, National Service Secretariat, to say authority. Omeba ababe dia dance de ama ban na oma omo fasika na oma kirekire ni nyina ebi so age atum so ombeba na ka omo eboye ana sika akodi omo so nsem no omeba abetua sebe akoto nsensem no omo nkobi no oseme amenu apani o sesi bantwi omo de ne be court because check bi wo ho Bank of Ghana ye tro woni din mu ekoyi sika oh bro say ayasemo eti wono se na etie bia Obekoko na asotwe ho na ye de amano lawyer Dominic Ayine yentie no na afa yentie minority fo no na ye monkomo kakra na afa yenyamu e mampani fo no.
Having explained my decision to enter a nolle prosequi in the case of the Republic versus Kwabena Dufo and others, I wish to provide a brief update on the investigations and prosecutions that are currently underway. Trials have commenced in the case of the Republic versus Kwabena Dubohe and 3 others, and that of the Republic versus Solomon Asamoah and another. That is the SkyTrain case. In the Kwabena Dubohe case, we are calling only 3 prosecution witnesses. Our first witness has concluded his testimony, but for the 3rd accused person's sudden withdrawal in open court of a lawyer's service, our first witness would have been discharged to give way to the 2nd prosecution witness to start testifying. We expect our 2nd witness to start testifying before the beginning of the legal vacation on July 31st, 2025. In the SkyTrain trial, we have concluded the case management conference. It is important to add that, but for the change of solicitors and the multiple medical excuses of the 2nd accused person, that is Prof. Ameyaw Ekumfi, and recently of the lawyer for the 1st accused person, we would have called 2 of the 6 witnesses by now. That notwithstanding, the trial...
Lawyer Dominic Ayine, Attorney General, my Republic of Ghana, no. Okaya, SkyTrain, ya kan ho asema, ewo aban ngoma na, dansidie wo say train, SkyTrain, especially adwane pa, okwa aman bi so a obehu bi wo. Won kratem se Ghana ya wie bi ye adwuma wa ha nanso okwa bibie ne ho eno na sa time boche Professor Ameyakumfi ane MD ya de omu gina court o say waye bibi advocate na ya ready a wode omu akwa gina court ene ne ekeka yentie minority no na afei me ento aso ha emawo.
Ghanaians, including us, the minority in parliament, have since been wondering the legal basis for the entry of a nolle prosequi in the suit under reference by the learned Attorney General, and therefore we deem it appropriate to raise questions produced below for the Attorney General to answer for the benefit of the good people of Ghana. Number 1, has Dr. Dominic Akuritenga Ayine in the past acted for Dr. Kwabena Dufo and Unibank in the case of the Republic versus Kwabena Dufo and 7 others? Is Dr. Ayine now the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana? The deputy referred to him as the Attorney General, and today he has granted a press conference acknowledging that he gave out the press release and he tries to justify why he entered the nolle prosequi. Ghanaians would want the Attorney General to explain to us in full the extent of conflict of interest using Dominic Ayine as defense counsel and Dominic Ayine as the Attorney General. This he failed in the press conference to tell Ghanaians that he had acted for Unibank and that he had acted for Dr. Kwabena Dufo. So I think he owes us as a country a duty to explain to us why and the extent of this conflict of interest. Does the Attorney General have the right, in law they say so motu, to free offenders at his own discretion, or is he obliged by law to prosecute and punish offenders in the country, especially in cases involving grave financial crimes against the state? Is he not legally and constitutionally obliged? I am told that they had. What prevented the Attorney General from continuing with the prosecution of the Republic versus Comnado 4 and 7 others, especially when the prosecution had far advanced its case before the court? I am told that they had called even the second prosecution witness. But today, the learned Attorney General tells us that on his own, he comes out and says that he negotiated with the parties without any court's involvement, and he intends to free. He has already entered a knowledge prosecution, so he had freed them.
Where a lawyer, Ayimadu MPR, while walking on one and important ho, and Ujina minority na nemu de to just say. Time Dr. Kwabnadu for ni panso e kano hono na omo asem no workota na ye kano na omo lawyer Attorney General ye ohoyi Dominic Ayine na omo pese omo bisa say na wo ye omo lawyer na waba be Attorney General no nti na anamonto we ne ekoso ana na ono ade pese o che so de ni tumi eja enkrofo ya bank ho nsensemi na aban ano my Ghana ene omo etwe no waja wo mo na afei wo mu bisa se wo tumi ja saafo no mo kwa na ne atoso bi mo mate se wo ma ye de kwa du bom no adansefo ne otoso mi no ogina adaka mu kra wa start kasa na ye dan na lawyer Dominic Ayine ebe kasa asem no afei de won to aso bi na so kasa won to aso a na che se waja wo nti na lawyer Ayimadu kasa waja wo no nti minority emu aya wo de banso wo nti ase wo mra biem na wo ma chirichiri mu na omo enko omani Ahaya Abusua 96.5 FM Abusua Adwekyere eno asugu so a wotie no Medin de Ebenezer ya Ojona betumi afra me Osempakani no ankro ne ebepeja ye mu Wamba maso ya sena de dwumade ebro ye nadom heba center onyankopo adom anche mede omo niema omo yare omo sa ene omaso ye ni gisama akoso won bebrewo Sanso na Tuzand Block Factory adan yesi wo dem enche metro mo kira kwan de munsem nyina brew Tuzand Hotel and Recreational Center wo mo so baby obeda sa wotimenka baby a Facebook wutie wo hwa wotimenka wo so a onyanhwe ID ne Abusua 96.5 FM YouTube no ana obesanya wo Abusua 96.5 FM subscribe no share with your friends. It is a Kumasi Kwandi hotel the only how. Kumasi conference been a mopesamoye. Naming ceremony, Tuzand Hotel and Recreational Center. And check my barber church room. Dr. Amuzu P. And you might na so much did you made at the Ebro? Yakwa Brown Martin, your papa baby. So no. So no. Now to me say, we view her mope bar. Son man is when you are. I feel cried and then the ref is all can't send me. Or by the consider be kind in oh, one coming, I'm kind.
And somewhere there is a bema per any tilapia. Hey, the beer ubedi. Onyanya wie kura ba gobe kura ba.
Onya wie o se didi anadwo ofu be kese.
Ofu be kese. Ni di anadwo sa no an say data mu a wa
do. Yeah, raba se didi anadwo.
Na be fa me na anim sem didi anadwo enye na ani me we ice cream anadwo. Nwa.
Shawarma. Se be digest problem. Hey. Akwa be say e ma no mo so ma na ya be.
E ma na so mo so mo won bi. Hey.
So so ane yen so so ane mo
bo so be bi so dia wo be mani se so
ba ora be oton cars wo State Boys is important mo ne mena ne de ba ko bepra
se de tie bi agro ne ba ko bepra de otimi ne yonku ne bepra ba
opani ma me nchia wa nyime mi de se wo ye chomutan ba ko bepra ya ko na tsan
adom na so e
adom na ya bo amuzu nro ne bi sa na ye to
na ho aye de se chirenche no nya asem ketwa
kru ni abakan no na kru fo na ne ba bi omfiri
Debbie
Liberia
sir
first na no me toilet o Ghana
na de ne ma wo mo ko ye
sa ani bie ba na esa atakwa me fo ya no musidan ani bie ne ba na wo so mo ko
na wo so mo ko ese ne pe blocks
omo fo 9 wo club
na wo so mo ka ma yen
nti ya ka se kru ni abakan a kru fo ne Liberia
adwuma no bi ndwuma nyina no na eye
ewi ase anka se ko na ne mu nche sa
ampapa
ewi ase ko na ne mu nche sa
nya asem ketwa
yanko
okay enti me da fo ye bebo amuzu enkomo Dr. Amuzu awinim no efri tete no ne enkomo ene ye bebo yi na on say Ghana ha say no se obitimi eye aduro na ebia aduro no ejinema 1 year bon se aduro no jinema 2 years ne da so bodin up to be a 5 years mfie num ne da so bo aduro ni din bo doctor kra wo ye din a chira wo say sa nipa na wo ye aduro no oye no kwafo odi no kre ema wo bia wo num na aduro ni bi na ebeye onwa say wo number 1 pennies engineer Dr. Amuzu oye Amuzu garlic bitters a wo mo ediko fa mfidie mu a FDA egitu mu na fie duniye 10 years still Amuzu garlic bitters tete Amuzu garlic bitters no a ya ma menom ya wo mudi adaso no edaso agina ne na so cremeses snap dua no chel say Dr. Amuzu odi no kre ema obi a wonom na aduro no no ankasa en wo fra na aduro posa na aduro jeni bibia sa haban mako na Dr. Amuzu edi ya Amuzu garlic bitters no onyi bi mfiri mu fa bi nka ho taste dada na wunimu na ana afi so adwuma no a ebo no enoa na da so bo onsesa ba kokora kira wo se doctor odi no krepa de ma obi a wonom na aduro na hwe sa doctor wo ti se yi and was say said ye me din me honam se the pennies doctor kira me se mama nkrofo mpa so aye na so se nemu yade enso aba be ma bi ho no ma wo kọ ne ro ebi so agata na wo kọ ba atra no kra wo nse dan ni gidie eso ni wa hwira tra I jump na fe wo be wie no gonowi aye wadanfo syphilis wadanfo en wo se enie message enemu yade adru ediaba eno ni Amuzu P heba mr na doctor diaba no na sa Amuzu P heba mr no jai eba ye eje ne ho seche mi na akra mpo se ne garlic no ye Paul amantam so wo se na dikafo aduro na no na mo ye adwuma tataswe na no de ode haba mako aduonu 924 en ode ye the senti ne say hwe enemu yade ohun ne ko ya pa o gonorrhea ene syphilis no ne ko ja ankasa ye nya asem ketwa na said ye na doctor ansesa ne nsada na Amuzu garlic bitters edaso aye de evergreen Amuzu garlic bitters no opese oma Amuzu P ni so gina nan so saa obo hono a na adwene ya ne se na minya gonorrhea na me be ma no me dwonso emu ye me pepepe me hu abani nyina ho no na mo menyam Amuzu P ba kope etoa ba kope sa sentence ni nyina continue ho aye sade yarefo pe na watwi na ni abontu brezi amedofo hye wo ho asere papa yade no wo sere ma ne sisu kurati mfifre ayeti se wasa akapoma no anwam me se wobo on ma school time na teacher bi yire na ne dai wo ma ni gono akwada wa ku gono abesi na wo pa ware awo papa bi no eno so awo ne kra ma e kire wo se emoa no wo mo ye stubborn papa eti na Dr. Amuzu say na duo ne ye powerful na winya koye lab ne ye ka cho se wanya syphilis enemu ya de ne bobi ka ho gonorrhea chlamydia genital wart wo de epua ede ne a na symptoms ni piepie wa ma wu huna mania medofo waso beto aduro ni say 4 obeto say 9 na woto 4 ni wi a say wo ba na woni ni hia na to 4 ma wo no nso say ye be ma to 4 fama wukunu no na munyina mu ma mo ho bosome ba ko say ye treat say ade we yade na ahye kambu aba ni paduam no u treat afiri ho eti ade abaye ne say oba na enom no na wo so wo no eti 1 month na chi no monsan koye lab moye ne e ka kire mo say de mu ye free a ene e ho no na wonam a ene e ne wadin de say as a pete bi a wolande form no na ne wakunko because we nim say wadi yade ne sunkunim wadi gonorrhea ne sunkunim obo onuma Amuzu P no to ba ko pese no a na bia okodwo nso na ne be mani mu hyehye no na agyae was ene adua ye powerful me ho na atome no me dofo ho nto wo be no enan ansa no asan ye lab amaye ye ka cho say afedie bibia ye okay a eno na abeka say yade no ama wo ho ato ana aduro no ama wo ho ato me dofo wo sori anopa winya ni di ye no so woni abele cap a wo fa atre kase na wodidi ukoko no na wahwie ni ti ne miensa say wahwie atre ne miensa na de agu wa wo cap na wanom uwi adidi saa na anwumere nso obesan ye no wo abele cap no bia wo hwie ne mana na wanom enu 1 week no na aduro no na asa na wo kọ another one so ye be ko atia gonorrhea ene syphilis ememme tie program ni bia wo security bi say maka chem say mo de mu nya yade na mu hu ne ntem na mo mema no kura mo ani afie 45 50 55 going no asa kwati gonodia papa anya wo mo bona de ka kura ya kire nyame na aye na enya accident no na wa ya kire bambalis wo no akasa no prostate no ye kese na wasa kwati gono aka ho papa eni obebre eti abasa wo de yelentantam nanu maduro tira am ka cha mema ne se entwen nya yare ekura wo de wache se yese Amuzu P no se ebo mema prostate wo ban na nyina na wunyini ti ubenum bi na ho ato fe doctor was 0247 77 67 43 0247 67 43 enya na ewo heba shop wo kwa wo say mepe Amuzu P omu be yi ama wo yenti Amuzu garlic bitters no adua bia ntini mu ete cholesterol so ema moja ediafu sani bia eye pressure aduru wo ye babunu wo ya brantie ye se wanya pressure wo ye mu hyew because when him say pressure do ye do to so wo nya anum nwie na no kra no pressure de timu kun kwan mu kra wa bra wani na so to obo wa say na pressure do kra ye se say wo no ma na be ma sem kra san akofom ene me de me pressure be won to bo so ne na mo agon too soon na on na ekro no me pa chew asem papa bi aba ne say Dr. Amuzu ne garlic bitters no pressure duro tom efise ekuta phytochemical property efe ne se tennis na no ne bia ntini mu ma mogedi afusane no na afei ate wo cholesterol so obi on ma wonya stroke ne ku ayapa ne cholesterol sa wo high no Amuzu garlic bitters no wo cholesterol ba for ma wo stroke no wo be recover temper no Amuzu garlic bitters stroke fu aduru tatashe wa stroke ebo nka ye wadu pa bebo wo Amuzu garlic bitters wo saye o titriti mesro numbi eboa wo strengthen wo pancreas no e ma fedie wa wanya diabetes yeso sugar e wo high e beba form enwo wo ho panie bi sa be ma wa hwe ya ho suo begene nom Amuzu garlic bitters afi akache wontimi nsha wo ba akra nyinsen Amuzu garlic bitters na ekuta allicin ni selenium no ebe mo ahye oba nyinsen because selenium no ebo wo sperm ho ban de bia na allicin no mo japade ye ntini moja epompe fam say na afi atwero one ba ma bi ho no ne oba ahye dem oba timi hye to e matrekew bo so no de atwam show no asiwe say as wo kra wa chima na ohwe oba no eti wodi na eti bibia mo wo flap na nim se be peja just say emoja ne ntimi enie fusa ne fa wo be manim eti mesrew nom amuzu garlic bitters obi a onante kakra no abre na kuma ye ni peri wo nom amuzu garlic bitters eboaw pampan na wo wanum wani so ye wisi anom bi obo a woda na jo beju so sa awia kora no ojo so ni sugar ne wo high mesrew nom amuzu garlic bitters enya na herbal shops any pharmacy shop we call chemical shop baby abeko bia ebi wo ya waterfo nhia so ho ya amuzu junction wo yire say wonya obewu bi imbalance bibi ne nam ne yam omra me anya ne scan obese wo hwe wo kidney obese wo hwe wo liver me ehu se bibia ye accurate brane anya wo scan kama 0247 77 67 43 0247 77 yes one say be me wuti ase nko ade a wo be me emma ni wu da
anya kwa bro no ma papa bi e na wabedi amuzu ho adanse e de a kire no o se bema unwu ya eni kwan so bema ewu nyako me na wase e no bra wo de amaye da se na ye behia ati abusua ya to aso ha enwumre wo ma ye ne omusi nkonwa ato adwen awon nsema hodo ide agupuno so Mr. Jimmy Boachi ansa research officer ewo nhia so ono akro ya asan ye communication team member New Patriotic Party Sanso na Ali Sedu communication team member National Democratic Congress James Nkansa AK principal and so sports journalist with Ezra Media ono so atenase na ensam no se netie attorney general ensama me bobo so no yabadwendwen ho Sanso and a lance minister was imposters na omo ekwaje forestry commission office na yam prosecutor omo anu yebewramu ye na yatwetwe ho komo Sanso na yebisa se enwuma ko bebere wo ho a wo hwe adwuma na emfa profit ma enso na Ghana enam se wo se form board ma adwuma ko bi enti no na form board by time bia adwuma no boka in the scan editor board ne kan board no dia no mo yetumi atene adwuma na around a omo dia ne se ekokotu omo kan no mo ye adwuma boko ensensam no so yebetumi erewura mu nane yenya ne ntie se no ana mabunu bi ebora forestry commission officer wo be kwai ene important na nya be kwai ho nko ano mo hwe wo mo hwe emia be ti se nkawe ka ho ofin so ka ho kwopamo forestry commissioners ni nyina ana o mo kokotena ho na mamen credit to Europa FM morning show host na yawo Joel ana woni the security zone officer our Ashanti regional captain retired Jabali edidi nkomo na efa nkomo ehu sei ana opani no eka no nkomo no odify
so who are they because what your montadi or mushe ya nano da minim shia wo some of your men wo Sabu Zongo unia penny alaji tapso ba mo ba ho no entade ado mo hye no ebia na mnante yi sei and then there are men who are fully armed and they are tuning tade one of them who is behind them
and the question was so I was really shocked myself but maybe one of our biggest challenges with national security is party force or most of me national security for I was a national security for national security for as a I think social one be free require one area no free offense so free break free free action mamponya you and tadia to see in a map but most of them also be most of me but for Nkora Mutagigi during the elections. Not to be controversial to win the election.
Captain, from where you are coming from the security point of view, is it not a threat to the region? Because is it that the national security in Ashanti region is too porous? Obia to me be rum benyata de se kretio no rum no nemu koba. So I just man
atradi okay. Uko police headquarters anymore wo to be on. Uko barasonoma. Inside Odoma, okay, market, some places to Tunse, and they will move on, be or be restricted to necessity for network because some unfortunately are being sold on the public domain.
Okay. Anyway, and the captain, and at you know, Mukra Bebre knows where.
These are pump action gun. They are motono. When you specific weapons for national security.
To pump action gun. Or more to be no more than them.
The pump action gun, they tongue weapon shops are open to my go from the Dunia, pump action guns and build.
Captain, because I'm not a security personnel. And the Senate Assembly bomb who may be a mo who is the national security in Ashanti region. Is it that porous or to me because recently I say we be a galamsey side small scale miners. Yes, you are watching national security for be what is
way Naya Uchoa or your reply from Koma now on a security zone officer or Ashanti region. Boy, I trust you and I saw it or saying Tadian Tunton war. Police headquarters and mo to me nyabito tuo no so de pop action gun utumi kotobi na o me party mabuna o mo utumi kontokwa ma o de win power o mo no mo yes ayentie ne anto aso.
Where you are coming from the security point of view, is it not a threat to the region? Because is it that the national security in Ashanti region is too porous? Obia to me be rum benyata de se kretio no rum no nemu koba. So I just a man.
Atradi okay. Uko police headquarters anymore wo to be on. Uko barasonoma. Inside Odoma, wo be on. Okay, market, some places to Tunse, and they will move on, be or be restricted to necessity for network because some unfortunately are being sold on the public domain.
Okay. Anyway, and the captain, and at you know, Mukra Bebre knows where.
These are pump action gun. They are motono. When you specific weapons for national security.
To pump action gun. Or more to be no more than them.
The pump action gun, they tongue weapon shops are open to my go from the Dunia, pump action guns and build.
Captain, because I'm not a security personnel, and the Senate Assembly bomb who may be a mo who is the national security in Ashanti region. Is it that porous or be to me because recently I say we be a galamsey side small scale miners. Yes, you are watching national security for be what is
Nana Uchoa or your FM and on a captain retired Kwame Jabari Chichinkom on or Asante Mantema Bambo or no Dano. Or no come on a Casasano. Yenti enough a young coyanim.
Captain, because I'm not a security personnel, and the Senate Assembly bomb who may be a mo who is the national security in Ashanti region. Is it that porous or be to me because recently I say we be a galamsey side small scale miners. Yes, you are watching national security for
more. Party Libya, Sebi, young foul. Not to be good, Gina baby.
96.5.
6 months is enough. Right now, nobody is going to treat them with kid gloves. Not first, the days of Winnie to Mania. There is also Munga Krabat. We are within your money corner. We will not take it like that anymore going forward. We are going to write letters to the regional minister, regional chairman, and serve warning to all party members within Ashanti region. That we should take care because we will not take this nonsense from any of them anymore. We will not take this nonsense from any of them anymore. The fact that we are party back, if you have any grievance, if you have any issue, know where to channel it. I don't think that you have the right to go and lock up people's office and parading yourself as national security personnel. We won't take that anymore moving forward. And I'm going to write personally to the regional minister and the regional party chairman to inform them of this, that we will not take this nonsense from them anymore. You know, the party will anymore.
Captain, I think enough is enough. But Captain, what I say initially, na a Jumani who until more tolerate you. And do be back as a Captain Mona Maso almost one. I will do something for you.
96.5. Yes, also.
Because I'm in Temna, Mucha Swa, and then the Akodi, or when your uniform, you. I never come on Facebook and see this. Or you. This is very dangerous. Because Okobo Rabbe, you are fake national, this impersonation. And then by law, this is a crime. Why impersonating that way national security? And to know it's a criminal act, and then we are leaving them on because they are party boys.
I'm sorry, we are not leaving them. First, we talk to them. They should calm down. But where they are taking the thing to, we will not take that nonsense from them anymore. And I'm promising you that. That nonsense won't take that from them anymore. I've spoken to the regional party chair, I've spoken to the regional minister that going forward, each sort of task forces ready themselves, holding weapons and wearing uniforms. We are going to personally pick them up one by one. So they better talk to them.
So it means that the regional party is behind them.
The regional party knows them as party people, so they should talk to them.
Okay.
In that field.
Okay. And you know, until and we are nay and pay. When you're here, who is behind them? Who is sponsoring them?
We are still investigating. I've spoken to the party that they should call them. I've spoken to some of their leaders that I saw.
So you know their leaders. You know their leaders.
Well, of course we know. I told you that they are party people.
They are party people.
We all know that. We all know. So I won't deny that. I don't know them, but they have not been taking a national security staff. That's my point. I want to carry across.
Okay. So they are just impersonators, or me a national security for, and they are going about, arresting people and doing all sort of things.
Why am fancy? Na yenkoye nim. We interview no course or Irepa. Morning show hosted by Nana Yao Joel. Ono ana ene wopania asante mantem o hwe bambo so atwetwe nkoma o kiremu ni emabu na ekokowra ekoje Forestry Commission office boss no wo kire ni nti omkokoye Hey, John Dramani mama how papa. James in Cancer Transit and so and at least do at Transit. Jimmy watch chance as usual. Oh my one day, Mamma Nitia late yapa. Oh my Yatanasia, she you made the James. Not to say,
what's the
oh, I don't know.
The asset. According to moi, yes, soon to know the son was here. No, and a hard you what sounds on say now, tinche moi, Sebe, Openia, security, or not, or down on or Casasea. And I only your way. Debbie. Yase chen inside the gunachi oni obey
now this is what me a chechere
e dey no be
na ni onja adwuma
obaso di otena so for the next 4 years nti oni bibi obey o man chechere no wan nyankofo a no madwen yo mu se meka na meka wie kura na e be sakeme a enye hwe a se ya na be ba also omo uniform no ye ton wo police headquarters anymore and the tool but what is a tool na crowd kwanye tool bia ehu ɛyɛ normal tu a timamuni bia betimi akwakofa bi okay 2017 then time
omo say mabuna omo to aba omo tumi ekomo omo amom
oh yes who say why okay why Frank
sa omo to aba ntumi komo omo
who say ebedu ba bi no sa ni ma we aye kan nyina also ojitum na aka no kra kire wona wotie o omu ye mabuna onu omu ahyehyɛ ye boae ema party no ababam eti omo asem kan dene awu so ochem se onimu omo sa no ojitum as onimu omo
so me party for
omo ye party for but see eye illegal so onye national security na ba oba kase we national security
wa say on so for mo so
o tie bia mfi bani me for mo so me say I the norm I wo kroma
ade man san kwanda mo
no enye actor ye enye actor eye but ayade wo kroma sana pesa me chiro 2016 2017 okay opani George Ajay okay no data for Zimbabwe 200 actual kata command then time regional minister at the command people penny for say opani George Ajay no munim
no mo pen
because abra no mo fight for power no onimu bi ebia na SEO security capo ya waka say
da bibis we do mo nka so mo
tie me pese mchire mu ni security capo ya waka say then time ko fa tare say omo national security edi animu kokon abo partner ba power bia no ada
da bi oso onimu omo
me say
oso me ya party for
onimu omo ba adwuma bi omo ye de omo kra eto ho no na wone ne yire da be do aka wazem me so ba bia ni wa me so say onye national security because me tie me se post atade na me ka me wo se me post ni a enna me no ka so ba cheme ama ba bi o se mra no adimigye de magina you see me justify say some years ago ebisi enti ayade a eye enye but I didn't say regional minister I didn't say opening na kwasi beka say san kofu ya obokoye say nyamra sabi yanchi wo mo bedin me kai say opening bi make comment about data force 2017 obo say wo wa mre ana wudi etira wakasa sa opening adewe no asetuo no edene obaka kama ay wo bukum efe ba wontimiye sankofu ya ko be kwai a mo so mo to pono yi ebia no madwe nyina ne se ye tu galamse wa ha na mu na mu ye de ye ban ye party ba power no ye tu galamse a na mo tatae telio na dwe ne se also no so ye because NDC aba power
na say obia no wono ma o dwen sa na wa dwen na o dwen na question mark
enu na question mark na wo say tu o mo fu no mutie ba o muntie
ade so obia ba ban bia ba pa wo so obia yi
aye sa no be
na me ba bia me no wonya adwen obia ya fa ne say regional hwe ban boss na ensema a wo kan ye ensem bia asefem adwuma na ede amano no aso nte ase
dabi obo ho ban
say
obo
na tuo no mu wie no de kwane office
obo adwuma no ban
ana nso mu wie no de to ane
obo na adwuma no ban first unti de kasa want tie ne
me say o mu wie no de to ane
o sound like ade ni nye but I need to protect adwuma yi my bre na me ni di
eba ne say dia na MPP for the yom ye ya omo call court o e ko free crofo aye condemn no na je say ye condemn ni ye di for
da bi say enne ndc ni bi ani moral writer say bi asade ni bi si bi obe comment na then time na saade ni si ye no MPP for no gina mu a no mo e kase ade ne ye nti na dia say abedin pa so ubenya MPP ni bi to condemn sa act no bedin
na so obi an condemn ana chesa memo be ne
ana make tell say the ebeka wo ha nyina no e book mu de but on the ground it will not work me no tia ka say 2028 abato no obenya mrantia ebegirem ako di omo krato edema NPP as a political party number power na wa come and son kwanta to galam say no akwache no ebezi
that is a vigilante na nanado eye ho mra san mfaso bi ama
na how akozi dom de no vigilante no way
na chese mfaso bi ama so
eye hwehwe ni mo de no kwe
it is still a ombe kunsa
na udi opa yensan ayi akwatia
o mienu ba ku we ni we
je udi be say
we dey choose baba na we dey
dey ama achire ya blekuma hayi oh se showdown si ye oh de si ye memma tente gram faba ebe fesi mo am ba fesi ye boss ade ni say nanado mra yo hihye ye ya enye anya adwuma yi ebeto aso akosi ama wo mo hihye mra no ombebu so
aba sade aso man no basa betumi esi
yebetufo
ye ntufo emra na wo say ye adwuma
emra be
afutuo ni
wana di mra ne kwa adwuma
Ghana hye mra your constitution ya ye mra to say afutuo
opa
ade na obi ko wies card a ana obi ko twa obi body ye ntufo ne ye ne kokot
opa security capo ye okasa yi mo take action na sa boys on
what mean take action o mo pam no na no betumi take action mra
enu nti no obo na adwuma no ban no wo abeba be take action no the day no be take action na no e pam eye how
na awo kan pese o che so man ba bia do na
yes how you design it your politics no me
ya we na men ko politics
sembetra betra na odiobo se o mienu NDC be afemo the SCA MPP will condemn that but Jimmy some years ago no on condemn us at the end that can you no I'm sorry eti dia you better for but yes you me nwanwa also panini kasano why tactical about the statement oh uniform yato oh two way
mama de metin mo say he's not on top of it
sanity
sana me
sanity
me hu say adwuma no ontumi nye
oh
metin no tie na hu say adwuma no ontumi nye
boss way omu sakene da enya de besi samrantie say babia me no kase osan kiachi omu nyina wasi I know them omu yan these guys minimum ba hwana kwakwachi omu ontumi nche no because edu babia na ye mrantie ama wodi party na nim no sankofo na di animu 2028 besesi obeka bi
era say ali sedu mama ntio
Osempakani say me dey me defend you nti ade na uma
mama ntio
Osempakani
wo kra na wo say me sha say wow nkrofo akoya de aye wo pani granting interview me nko bi
MPP ni no ebeka say
I count there no so Canada
mama not ya say entisa
Osempakani no bi an Canada
mama fa akonya wi so enchia yetifo na enchia regional communication officer Labas Nuruddin and also mama Sanso enchia Ashanti Regional Communication Team, NDC Communication Team members. Osempakani, one thing is NDC. Abemune ba ye no. The Magana 40 as say. Ye nye adia ebe please the party, but injuma ebe ye no eye injuma ebetimi aboa ama Ghana kanko akoso.
Okay.
Na eyadia enyuma ye nyina no it will be the interest of the nation. Say omane be de ibenya so mfaso. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ameyate say ono oye president for the Republic of Ghana but not a president for the NDC party. Is the issue we see no. She yenyina nim say onye security personnel na say wo impersonate na anase o share any of the security service ata edukodi boni a emremu no a criminal offense. No matter your party affiliation, say better minimum say woko insawam crampo na prisoners omugo no mo no ubenya obi a oye MPP ni obi a oye NDC ni anaso obi a belong to any or none of the political party amabo ni din. You see, na obi di boni a eni kwa say betena e condemn one say because of me NDC for ntini ntimi nye enyo mo hwe. You see, one thing is say so party bia of full soldiers MPP it will be full soldiers in Madia omo ye o mamu ya way back in for the past 8 years chaos omo cause here enti no say oh if you are talking about no just say because you are a full soldier of a particular political party obey adia ebeti amra na emra no enim say we NDC ni announce MPP ni Ghana mra no echiwa achew ana ediwa ediw. One thing is say so we share issue here about the closure of the Forestry Commission in Bekwaya. Yeah, Honorable Minister, Honorable Emmanuel Kofi Amaboa, Amayati Asese. Obi biara wo engaging in that activity a course so Bekwaya Forestry Commission no emra any nibidi. One thing is say Amayati Asese. You see, Yamagana for Ati Asese, the government is indeed committed to the fight against Galamsey. Now Amayati Asese, because of say those people have something to do with the Oda River Forest Reserve in Intino. And then emo esho mukutupa emo mukoyede ekoye saade no. Omo ka sa order from above. But up to now, me sure say they've not been able to come out with what on background order omo so omo nye saade no. Na oko share national security atade abra onye national security automatically no afomra. Whether you are an MPP or your NDC, yes so sa no man so. Oh, entino me ma kwasa me ma mo offend say yes, by no MPP, NDC, ye din wo anafa abano aye din e wo ho. But honorable Amayati Asese, sankofo no emra eno obubedi because you don't have any right to wear national security uniform to dress as a national security. Even using that pop gun alone is what? A threat. A threat to the people over there. Edumaye for no. Edu no tumi so kwakọ close to Forestry Commission ya ban adwuma amon kan hu say whether you full soldier of MPP political party omum ye hu say ye to abama yan se ne nya tumi Ghana for to abama yan se ne nya tumi se ne di omano so na Ghana for to abama ye nya tumi into omum ye hu say all those institutions belongs to Ghana, it doesn't belong to NDC. But
our team security coordinator now was say omo now officer 6 months there no munya adwuma nyai nti no officer samre no you see me mu say one address issue ni because say enye obi biara na wanya adwuma ye but so far say wanya adwuma ye ne nkire say konekodi nsemfun anasa kwaya de eti amra you see na eyen kakrakra adwuma ye basi bibi adwuma ma Ghana for ama obi biara o ye Ghana ni a woni adwuma maburo mu ni adwuma na bebo mo mu so anya adwuma enu so nya adwuma nyon kwa na nya adwuma ye mu webre nya adwuma so ara se nkakra si ebenya nto basama abana hyehye no no ma ye nyina opportunity na bia so ye nyina ye so enti enu no kire se nya adwuma enu kire se dress na efa gun efa ko I mean like it is so in fact ye na wie na menko Jimmy so
enti no Osempakani enti me kwanse me ma as a man no fine to be fair issue now statement not the man no as a CDOC can as a he's not on top of the issue na e kwanse dey o magana for who say
the problem on the Ashanti regional security won sensem no a problem me na wo ka say power sharing bi wo we free say ono no crofo na ye no cry on say minister no for say national security no
minister be
the Ashanti regional minister
Dr. Frank Amafo
yes
o feel say dey
ono feel say baby wo ho no ma ono na ye stronger wo say wo ye ho adwuma meba me checho mo beti ase a security coordinator no to say as obi gina adwuma and you are another wing in so wa say mo ache 3 our region who is in control
Osempakani
sana beba
nimi say dey nyame ni Ukraine me dey even pono say ye nyina betima attest to the fact say Dr. Frank Amafo no obo no homodin nti nsɛm na wo kan sɛ emu akyɛ na me de minim bibia minim die minim
time no
ka wunya time anu akyekiri mu ma etiefo netie time no national Dr. Frank Amakon ni de nyame anim kwani obo no homode ama amanfo bo na ba so sɛ ni minister ne de yesronko na
na do ba obo no homode whether say Ali Sedu aye communication team member Emma National Democratic Congress aye de bresam ne ye kan sa no baby a obi hwe party spectacle and ode hwe ntini abeka bia no ontumi ntiase ma ne nyeye baby ade ne kɔ no world drums no mo bo no medical aka say Ghana say John Dramani mama feli amemo we ya obu na obi nim na ebesi akire tina da bia ntam say ma pledge me support amano say kwan bia so tidi ba ne me dane so no akora aka say even baby kro tena bu ma say ne man koye wo ho a yenka no onye no ye na me de no say assurance na wa man na ud na ma otumu and this ni bi 45 years 40 ansa na yakọ opposition unyi asra kwatia Jimmy maminti
Osempakani mamena wasena memfanchi asonko ma obibia wajebre na otie ye ewo abusua
Jimmy ko achi kakra
wajebre na otie ye ewo abusua 96.5 na memfasa akwanya asonko we na minchia Dr. Brian Echampong Osempakani me for fidi kesiye so na MPP amayoko kesiye no ya dinchia free Dr. Brian Echampong hodem edi amobibia ene yehwe amayoko na
also ba be chia from fidi no so
the only person out
maybe so asem
a unify a political party Dr. Brian Echampong na wohwe sene ne nisuade hu na kuta no how decisive he is
Jimmy so asem no anyima no amema onkasa wo
aka wo mama no si ananka wo bisa
o ye wa dwuma no mema wa no si
sa wo so mama no si nanka question wo nanka wo dia ba it is the American kwan of so a the dwumadi a ye de hye nsa as a former minister of state
as a topic
minister na kwan of so a o ye bibia even as a member of parliament kwan of so a what you may deliver to the constituency ya betifi no I believe say he's in the best position to help our country Ghana and our party the MPP. Inti ene say ene 2090 ayama yoko MPP bi akonya to honum say obia or ye interested so pick forms for the flag bearership no betimi aba no yenim say yetu anamawa na yetu e dia ma Dr. Brian Echampong na yasre si ahenefo say eduru Dr. Brian General Secretary Lawyer Justin Frimpongudi aso aminchia no and then on the issue of Emranti ya omako palm forestry foi na minia James Nkanza madam for back one so friend James Nkanza sa one cry now what can be say the MPP ni ba be kan say ba be condemn
ampa
over me I'm not just going to condemn but I believe say enkomoni yedi a ho
maminti
yendina Ghana fu nyina ntiase yese yewo the interest of the country at heart send na wo kan say they are beating war drums say war drums na at the end of the day ekoye war ankasa na enye drums biema me ho be kire me ma ho be kire o ma ewe kruma o mo be kire o yentumi ma adwuma te se de ye ba adwuma inti se ne ye betena anum se ne ye kan wasama ye kan te se omanfo a ye wo interest e wo man no asundue oman mpuntuo oman nkankomo not just say politicians intina ya betena anum se ye kan wasam and Osempakani ni eti for etfd I believe say it's hard time ye politicians no you do elections omo be measured with the promises that they give to the Ghanaian people. And your political party food soldiers on Kwansam Nayeke. You made reference to say, yeah, the vigilantism and home rabbi are not a sororitia and Mebunua. Omoko elections centers near the Omo create that atmosphere, no, Edi who eshe the ordinary Ghanaian people mu prevent omo from their daily activities near omunjuma koso. Inti yena ni yebisa se mambedi mahama ne aban fufuro betina akonwa isui. Sa vigilantism bill ne mra ye efa saa emrante omo betia ketiketi no hono. Omo dia to baabi ana. Anaso omo kache Ghana for say a new law ana. Emradada na e wo hono no. Is it no longer working? So, because a very, very disheartening. And when you end this, you say, pass the comment, we say, Nipa oye an interview no on top of the work. And yet, on Nipa Biakeko. Over. So, Jabari or NDC regional vice chairman.
Aside national security.
What is here? And on resigning and so. Mr. Communicator, I think say better say we were referencing ye. Say and yes, be a nipa na oye juma now according to UNDC communicator. And yes, we name juma you, but your second vice chairman, regional vice chairman of the NDC, no. What can you tell me, sana? Now, mo mutifi di natias. Say, what would you say? No, was it NDC regional second vice? No, a juma na edition and some. Oh, musu indirectly, no. The NDC nippers what trying to say. Captain Jabari is not qualified for the job na Ediamanon. So I can base upon that and say one more abain we buy ye or di new masisho munse nyina majority of them now or need the necessary qualification to undertake those assignments na Ediamon. Ebiem ye beto abai. Mo na mo kache mebuni se. Oba omo ejuma no pa. Omo ejuma wia. Omo ejuma nwumre. Aye juma na jo amutwe ne tia aka no 24 hour enti eye bosha mudi share emebunu no se nyem party fo mpo a ene aye kase omo mbutumi ahudu ma bom minimu pa on that bosha mo share no eye mo amu grassroots for
enti 24 hour economy no mo ye no
omo ka kire se aban nwuma mu no na forest ka ho
enti anu no mo ko experience
na ukopa mo bi se wo kwakotena ho no ma wabra awu ni appointment letter bi and so one of the government institutions mo ka say on be 24 hour ni bi
na sa no mo ka so on be
one test ma Jabari kan na or see 6 months down the line is enough o ti ase o ka say is enough and then so ye bisa no say sa mabunu na o mo ye adwuma ebre ye campaign mind this ne ba power pajo mama mo adwuma ya na mama mo adwuma ye because one nkasa wa admit say omo ye party den party boys some time ago bi some of these issues here right after the elections na you lutu niema wa government institutions municipal assemblies na district assemblies mu ye ko buffer stock a enuane egu ho no ma ye di feed the various districts no ye lutu nuane no various assemblies air conditions fridge enema bebriana ya pa omulutu ni nyina wana kaseti yae obi an kasentia because ono na nabanyaba na wo na wo ye second vice regional second vice no wo no se na wantumi anya adwuma be national security na bosumi so a ye tua wo card ya boys na wo sesa wo na udi omo ye operations no e wo so pay adwuma ma omo ye ante sa they will create problems for you. It is all minor, ye mratia vigilantism, no. And I'm decided say mubokweti and I'm creating green army and I'm ye green t-shirt, a church mu green army, and I'm my boys he say, Eddie Kamu, Ami Kamu can omo. And I'm baby Bukubia, no mudimuchi. And no mudimuchia, Mama in election, no one now ye leader, no. What about national security board? Boss, Musumi Swan, tell him, now bet to account to me. Nasa sia pai na boys na wo de omo ye adwuma aw ko di t-shirt bro mo mo say wo yo mo den
we mama
so these are the issues that are on and clearly it shows that when it comes to the unemployment issue a union men busy for the campaign ma Ghana for to about them omo and in July mu na we 2025 they have done absolutely nothing. The omo grassroots for a idia dance pifi say problem of unemployment and mebuna adwuma ho nsensem no sa ban we untu ho anamo bia nti ye kakọ ye ku yenim no na ganafo ye fa ye ho adwen na ganafo ye sesan adwene say in the next election no enye asem bia na ye beba begina wanim because dipa na wo atiase say utwa ntro kakra na waka no kakra
Jimmy Boachiansa a research officer ɛwɔ nhyiaeɛ so ɛsan yɛ communication team member Ali Mamin starting through or rebatas kakra ubia na afei meba ubia na afei ahwɛ attorney general ensam no
Osempakani on say me binika kasa na me say Captain Jabari our national security coordinator Ashanti region. It's original, yes. It's not on top of the issue. And no say he is not fit for the job. You see, we are talking about a specific issue. No, before you can assess someone and say the person is not fit for the job, you have to perform the overall assessment of the person. Since when did you perform the overall assessment for you to say that it's not fit for the job? Into kasa making no assessing overall baby or yadi one yadi the weakness and the strength. What made you so I can say I can base on this and say that it's not fit for the job. Into kasa sometimes you kasa I muntie you say sebota fracture in making kind. It doesn't mean say it's not fit for the job. Into kasa no what we ye. Mr. You see, yansan to aso esanso kasa. Osanso kasa mi say in Juma Sema ye ba ye for the 6 months. You see, what kind of cry? I say, Ekwasanka, Mr. Jimmy, and Jimmy, Kakra, say you are expecting the government in just 6 months. Now, only say we only say even puno ye be employer man for the government supposed to what provide financial clearance. The government is supposed to allocate money that will be that you be used to the trial workers. No, the government is supposed to provide all this thing. Just 6 months, who Jinaka say in you your promise you know, you intimidate in deliver. As also can say, you see, for the past 8 years, almost ma create 1.3 million job, 1.6 million job. What's all there? Me the mean kasa. On chere me pray. What that 1.3 million job? On mention even put tempo mami. Emma Ghana funtie. Sa 1 point even 10 of them anka they be ameka say anka MPP are buying over the past 8 years it me create 1.3 million job anka me nye sure say Ghana memburu ebesu apa dom mani mama cha in fact apa NDC acho say in fact yamra abemu apa esu actually Ghana for say eduma ni wo mayimu na see na me person be drag this issue
but attorney general there no so
yes into there Besan man inti say omo buy no sa 1.3 million job no mo kan no Ghana for en hwehwe enti na ya access omo in 2024 no
enti no omo kan omo anyi omo kan omo anyi enti na mo so
enti no da bi
24 hour
no 24 hours economy no adase Osempakani minu me nyina tia na me chichi mo kire o say eyan hihye abande dia ba afni ya lunch enti ya lunch no ya kire Ghana for ways e betimi mobilize fund no e dey start the 24 hours economy
no
the beginning the establishment of the farmer services center na just recently John Dramani Mama are making fund available for 11 farmer service center I betimi aboa I boost agriculture etimi nya primary product for the manufacturing industries e kwanso wonti ase e ntobo ase nkakra you see now ya member attorney general issue no nka we crowd nke nuko ase nka me crowd na me start on the issue about attorney general issue you see pese me ma Ghana fo nyina nti ase say MPP for kase wo Dr. Kwabena Dufo wo ye NDC ni nti e na eja ya recover 60% ene ye ja de aka ma ne say onkodi in fact on for sikani for free you see me should say me know a researcher or you are not a bit my research ama Ghana for atias and eti for atias say sure issue na see no he was affected the bank was affected due to their claim the banking sector cleaning up exercise now a cost to almost 30.3 billion Ghana cedis omodo conducted that exercise e ko wi akire no e di oyeni or how any amanie eba Ghana for so no amanfo dwuma egui ba me wa no Nelson ka sika say in total sika bank in fact I bet me recover all those bank just 9 billion Ghana cedis ba ban yusu in fact a palpable amount of 30.3 billion Ghana cedis e collapse bank na Ghana for enya so for so bia you see ma me nkyere MPP for say because of say in fact ye wo nimdie for omu lead the financial sector in fact wisdom is indeed working so nim National Investment Bank yes National Investment Bank you will be a friend of capital adequacy ratio. Now this capital adequate ratio no MPP despite say almost all conducting the cleaning up exercise they are bettering in fact they are enhancing the performance of the financial sector despite all this cleaning up exercise ni nyina no eja this adequate friends say capital adequate ratio of a negative value of 53%. Nyame adom ye baaye no yetimi a reverse e dey call positive 23%. Yetimi ayijete to almost 2 billion Ghana cedi into National Investment Bank Gama Bank in Nigeria naso. Osempakani yengu no. So because of say on say whenever you are talking about the everyone say the capital adequacy ratio it measures the financial health and stability of that particular bank. Nyame adom yen ka say the financial health, the stability of that particular bank, engineer and also because of that, you be guno. She said, "The unkofu ye." Enti omoma Ghana fonti asese. So show Dr. Kwabdadu for issue now. Yeah, Iyoko SCT a threshold of 60%. They were able to meet the 60% threshold. Amounted to an amount of 824 million Ghana cedis. Now, me so say, you Attorney General Yakasano. The reason why granted the nollie prosecutor on that particular issue. He said that nollie prosecutor was granted on some specific issue, not just any cases, some specific cases. Or see, the nollie prosecutor does not everyone say it results in the discharge of the accused, but does not result in in acquittal. Basically, even puno despite say you granting the nollie prosecutor, the government is not interested in the case. If there is a new evidence, it means the government may reconsider prosecution. It's a question Magana Fonte say. Now, on my say total quote do charges say the boy munina say mismanage all that amount of money now. It amounted to 5.7 billion Ghana cedis. 5.7 billion on my say so Shoma. I think 2.1 billion Ghana cedi of that particular amount of money were not cash flow. And just book entries. Our book entries basically just the financial record, property record of that particular bank, financial record of the transaction record of those particular bank, and your cash flow. And as sad as Samsung say, you see. Minka MPP ni ao. MPP ni ka min kasa about this. Min kasa about this Unibank issue because so show me another reason why I say MPP for contractors ekwajeje contract omukwaji loan that particular bank loan so calculating the total amount of money 2.9 billion. Now 2.9 billion see court no must reverse amount about 3.3 billion and just Osempakani. So 3.3 billion minus 2.9 billion otia sika Rebecca say and directly indirectly MPP for contribute to all this mess in that Unibank issue. It's ordinary all this issue, ordinary all this. Reasons granted the nollie prosecutor or that particular cases. 60% immediately said Nyamiadum MPP for taking this particular case for the past 6 years. Yet me a single person in that particular case. Nyamiadum ya bapone yet me to 60%. Yeah, you're more your home.
Meda say Ali said we are communication team member. I'm a National Democratic Congress. Jimmy, we are now James.
No, can I ding?
da ne sa ho na ayede
yeah unse ade no unse uchichim na mfa ho na so what
na chire mo de ba wante
say twi program program the title na das no class san ya dwinkyere
nti wante
brofo no kan na wante na twi ni side ndem tini nyina
ma me nti wo de
say ya say ne wo kire no yi twi na no de aba brofo bet ni nyina na e be fa ne sa yeti ase
ono twi nya ne kasa
aduma no ya che say wo kan ne kasa wo kan nya nya na e brofo
na onim sa na wo
but my yama achieve for ntiase the way amamu ni si ko unze am ofa ze wosro mi ana wosro no
me ana mesere
de Ghana fo Kenya ni say isi eya na yem de pa say minya ndisi ni bi no betena afidie so on especially at this period of time I am amine papa no free djuma ba o ma bre na bi o ma dware wi ati akonwoma mu tie afidie na yem de pa because the overcar for MPP mu bia whether good or bad yen Ghana for reject ye yet opposition sa anyama na wo kan yen ndi na Ghana for am for to me nanye den ama yen and we accept that. We will go back to the drawing board. Okay, work things out. The air you be prepare niaba. Who now here say now represented the certain government now. And the communicators more allowance about powerful now abetna who defend their buying. The who can you know? Yes, yeah, so and in my first submission I'm here, you know, you made an attempt to rebut, but I think so want to me and rebutting.
Jimmy brought topic.
Me say, Dr. Ayeni no. Go now yen this ni no. My entias yes say. In the case I can want some of all nolly prosecutors and one. Now ono na ye lawyer e de makwa bonado fo.
Amra ben isi ho kwan.
Oh, bibia amra bi ensi ho kwan. Be ja abutreneti aso na mega.
Da bi o sem bi so.
E ma ne nya ne ho te say ene oya Attorney General. Nti ene na wabe Attorney General no. Owo ahodin bi a ode be katakata case no so. Sebi o say ye MPP fo. Sika no ne 100% no ye ntumi anje 0.1 mpo. Nti Ghana fo ato beti aye. OSP, Office of the Special Prosecutor, ntia ye create ye ni nyina no. Ye ntumi anya hwe mfiri mu ntumi anya successful. Sese mo ya den maba. Nti waba no. Wo se wa discount 60%. 40% na kana. O ye di amemu na hye wonsa no. O pese wo ma ye justification as to why ya uji 60. Na 40 na kana de o pese obeji. Eno no Ghana fo na ekoto oba no. O mo dwen ho tiase a enye ye. Because the ye kan nyina ne se I to say mama mu na mu bu no efa emra ho nsensem no. So obi ba no okuta membership card dia. Okuta NDC membership card dia. Na nasem no na ye yi ato nchen. Obi ba na na busuani
meba. Etina MPP time 8 years no. O man tumi anye wan city kra na che say do for that time no kra MPP card.
Ovey asema me kan say die
ye mo say say ha ye ho.
Oh ofa. Maminka mas so on wo kan asem nyina wi wan bisa ne bibia.
David na wo kan asem na question no na ma for so.
Die make asem so me pekwan me so me fa so me dojo.
Wo kai say wo kan first topic me rura mu ta. Be do so na wo kasa na question bia no ntime ma flow ta.
Wo ndie mante.
Wo nkyira me na amenya
wo. Die wo mu ne say ye wo discontinued cases by the Attorney General. So we say Attorney General wo ye magana fo nyina hu say o ye bias.
No ni obi okore kokochi obi say
yes
ko twan to obi say
yes or your bias
ono ye genuine na we bias
because till your case e concern Unibank no fa kwabnado for ni 7 ades no amount wo mu ye 5.7 billion o say charges no ontumi ntoa so biem Ghana for sika eno je wonyi interested biem de to so mienu Cocoa fertilizer scandal. I involve Europuni and Euro Agongo. 271 million Ghana cedis. Charges no. What drop it? We say money interested BM. The Tosumiansa ambulance purchase forcing and Jakpa involve 13.5 million Ghana cedis. I amount to 2 million euros. What drop case now?
Appeals court
DNC interested be.
Appeals court DNC. Jimmy T. Meant to mean trauma won't cancel meaning. Meant to mean tra. Case now can high court. And on the court appeals court. None this any power. DNC. Not to us.
And so Nanny dear no begin is an Namina.
Nada na wa wode ato nche na afede ya wode e kwa akosho obi say one mo me
you are not being fair to
wona wonya fair and selecting same ni
I have already established the fact to say the who can nyina ne the ono kan nyina enu nti na Ghana for say yenko tranche
na nti ade na wonka say appeals court ruling na wode baye ni na ade no share capital say abatra
Ghana for say ya anyi ni yakọ tranche. So person still am me
ya court to kind na me person
wo kan MPP assembly
and ko kan say obi na to twene ba court e na kan asem
Osempakani court na kan asem but the fact ne say mubai see ya de o man asem nsa indica attorney general sebi we credible he take the matter on because it involves money ayo man sika
ade na court bogu ye no.
What is it?
On sanko family.
Oh, for years and a night is as a one hour.
Tell me, tell my own can you
me?
Mema can any can you womb.
Did you hear Kenyan say? The year Kenyan say. Now, until I know who be deny and also because say a false to say not attorney general, yeah, and then I buy with attorney general. No, you come around for lawyer. No, any lawyer. And it will be because I don't never file it. Or what case now? Who can court to talk to that is the now the question. I'm saying, no, they are no Bagani and Antoa so court and a boguye. I want to hear what and Fabi my account. Me no me no politics now. Court to Bogu Krana. What take you over? Nana, you got Fred Amino to buy how many cases now? Go Fred Amino to how many cases now? Drop it. No, because I know the opposition. What does he? Yeah, ntwe yi na se nyina na ye better video so a nyina na ka nwasem so person de yeah etwa mu a ya to abeti aban no na yensan ko ba ye do kan dia na say e ma de e ko fi ya no e ma yen ka nwasem de ne we
set record straight na to aso
because one guys what dia to me say and you see this is what we call conflict of interest
na no maka bi
ayeti say wa kira akora de
Jimmy, wonim ya woye
no bi si akora na wabon aye den ya obi ka akora na bon a wo chicheni na wo cha akora na de no o gina wono ma wo be feel say no akora na wo si wabon de se bi anya no kore ko me ma cha akora na de the fact no o manyenka me nyen dis ni crowd here say otiaze over say wo lo attorney general no wo na wo ye papa no lawyer o tiase enti ene de ekoso bia no whatever you do, we can link it to conflict of interest. Because one and now would because say the no it was right. And then when you are Abe Attorney General, when you more power to defend the now you're lawyer now defend that is the gospel truth. It is no person be can dia. Fair be yet. But it all comes down to the fact to say, when we catch us, we will reset the judiciary. Cases are on one of or mine sika could do na no. I will be in this for. I said you only when you pay me I buy we money there. And now they will not be able to say it because a your money pack. We party member. We regional member. And no Ghana 40 but the year can you say and at least omu make it a head maybe omu make an attempt to be na Ghana for who say a juba no buy mo ye I don't know person you nye bibia because of your cases are on drop here right from the first day I appointed attorney general over it taking how many days in office and not dropping all the cases are now what court dada it taking how long ntene baby I ba bedu no enye news biem say the judiciary system na wo na no say na be family and friends be fear and favor se wa ban bi ana hu nipa bi wa ban nim ana se we member of this government a ye wo kwan fa so ye handle case na kan this ang ye go bi nkwatra ba bi nkwaga se NDC case kokoto bi a oluzu nti sa dia ye reset judiciary no na the NDC legal association no ye ma omo space ene nyame adum se nya di adanse se 7 Supreme Court judges ye di omo urem
Jimmy Boachiansa research officer when she so a communication team member Tuzand Hotel and Recreational Center and I may come for the amount hotels and rooms and also some beds medical card just say queen size king size nya beds and kitibia na wo hono mo sansuna rooms and yes o kama otumu se atise wo fie hon sese no kura koye sin bebre fie onu kunu madam fie ache lebo amontesem kakra why onu fiancé no monkope baby na Jimmy me kam formal wono wife we are no masesem kakra na makope baby ada na baby ya kama James wakọ aba ya bisa no ni ho adanse emfa nkyerɛw na ni etie ni your conference or kese a otumi baje adoring meetings and wedding refreshment bibia otumi baje ede ye na ne ma ho ye ni gisem kese ne spa wa bre oye adwuma no wa bre e wo se du ba bia ye massage wo atwetwetwe body ni kakra na bibia sisi so entu ko ho no ma professionals and omdu raho a umpie no tumi say yes body na nkasa se bibia atoto ye ama bibia ekoye e de amount na your restaurant your bar e wo ho no ma spacious car park wo park o car 24/7 ye bo ho ban ko ti se obefiro ye wa chan krom odu ya nuta hotel now branch next town no ye chan krom no du ha obin se Tuzan Hotel and Recreational Center ya chance de ni si ho na director no akọ na bibia e kama info@tuzandhotel.com and www.tuzandhotel.com obetumi afa be for content point na mpanimfo edin komo na bibia e kama na dum heba na dum nyankopon na dum ene etiase na enromienu ene wadwa manso a eboyi papa aye ennamu yare ahodo ai okwa ni nyina betu ase e de frogono ebe fro syphilis anso na candida eno nso ebe free ho e de amaw ma ne mema na enum capsules ni din de nafa SV capsules nadum full product no sanso na nafa cool capsules koko a every etu emoja koko a yewo ya sebe okoto okuraja na bre ne ababoa wa ne nafa cool capsules sanso na wa utumu se okoko no yesefa we sra so da bi emoa ko baby aton bibidro no shops ni nyina obenya bi wo KNG owo heba KNG heba shop obenya bi wo mrom eno mo Misty heba obenya bi ewo ho sanso na apidank obenya bi blessed require ewo kewo obenya bi ewo ho ene shops aye tonton bibidro ho nyina okwa from penny 40249 401731 0249 401731 and I say 0246 519369 0246 519369 and 0544 618484 0544 618484 na bibia enye kama enfama Tuzan Block Factory na me come for the amount your blocks na solid ai ubenya holo blocks and so ho na anwiane cement na ye fra ne ye ma anwiane no so bebo akoto blocks a unu no na blocks ni nyina asan abubu na ye basa pavement blocks ye obi wo ho no mo ye square na afei round one no so benya bi wo ho no mo e de asese ofie ho ama ho ayefe kama bibia akoye e de ama na ya quality blocks ne sa woto ababi a okobi e de be kwa ama Tuzan Block Factory na kano utumu se wasevi ukes kano transportation no location no chan krom hwa ene wo wura Anita Hotel akyire hɔ a obense kuro no ɛkyɛn kuro no wapie so no wo kwa wo left na the backgrounds no what the backgrounds na last week ramp we try abi ho say Tuzan Block Factory wo kwan ho pɛ ko na bibia anya kama friend pen for kran sana what do ho no mo 0246 50 5327 0246 505327 and 0577 732577 0577 732577 na bibia anya kama emfama Dr. Amuzu P herbal capsules and I make camfo ade ama anwumrei bema waye mre wo mpam wotenase kakra na osisi na atwetwen wotumu se wabre drivers ma motenase ye adwuma no eduba bi kura wosi agise esuso mu enya ade e beboa kura general body pain wotumu se honam nyina ya wo ya ase wontumi oba bi wo ha wotenase asebe obesore no na wotumu se ho afo sanso no oba bi wo a eyi nka wokọ bema no nchen a wonfre obiem wonte ase dabi demo sent ho entina onfre obiem no Dr. Amuzu sasa yare we nyina ede afiri ho ama ho ato tafunhia yeso Amuzu junction ho na obehu yan na Dr. Amuzu akofa mfidi ahodo aba lab yedo kwa yedo befam na watu yare na sekura afiri ho onu hwe se wo kika de madwen yem se ma dabi okọ lab ansa no de dro na kaw aitina mane 0247 7776 743 02477 776743 na bibia enye kama emfa maw Abusua anti Tuzan Hotel nudu ha kachiro mso Osempakani na sememra Tuzan Hotel and Recreational Center unya du ha oka obenya discount ana afre number no kran san wodo 0241 8645 0241 418645 and 0244 654458 0244 654458 na bibi anya kama James Mamintio
asemo washa akama say politicians no omusuande na semi Osempakani lawyer na ya beye me attorney general de tiene say na me defend me client one aban lawyer ni esanete the tables not turn so the likely will say obeka say or enter appearance bio no e be 99.99% because okokoto kan dey one be jim dia ma aban no e onu one be jim dia ma the client at the same time osaya aban ni lawyer ni but then busan say what this is kind of 40% 60% na 40 na aka no e na e dey ntina oti ase so baji sikani mu 60% na 40% no ekwen now ne client na dia tum se na oso mutua sika bi ema Ghana aban na sika na oso mutua ma aban no e dey nti na atone general na watwam no sa sika no wanye o se these are questions a ebebusa so utie for the no ma not they had the argument on the other angle angle no could be say I also Ghana nya sika do fio mo the ebusa no say e kwa ben ni hye ben no mfa so a omutimi agi sika no 60%. O say so you say na wutwa sabia to ama onkofo na wo so do mo kokoti and yes so so ti ase say yentra se ne discuss never 60% mra also so ti ase now this guy
oma do mo kokoti no mo sa kwan no
oh yes
favor gani no
good
ewo ho
good
eno na we Charles Bisu
good
one Andy
okay
untumi akola no
good
say Andy no akọ for favor gani
but yeah
afa no start the lawyers ne attorney general discussion say ka bi ombetua
Dr. Kwabla do form de no find the determines ka was say
attorney general ebi akọ attorney general na determine the office enyo no as a person
me na minim say attorney general on feda case ni bio my explain region natural on na yes anko for lawyer and na ya attorney general so does it mean say okako defend the case I also on one kasa
I also defend you be defend it
I also defend the case into onye Dr. Do from lawyer bio sa nke be
say onye om lawyer bio
bezem che say so you not just so enter appearance nkonya Dr. Do from
onye om lawyer bio say otena ase na onye om ye discussion omo ba with another lawyer
okay for the oh sir that one there was a but see omo case ni there na likely so be end the case you know
ne senti
oh Dr. Do for yeah
was say asem na omo de court na nyina so ni so ko a obedi nkugu
na dwen no ate
so no na dwen no kire ase Tony General
na ni so kire adwen eno ne yeken
na me kon no so de a kire wo
mate ase ti dem so me ka kire wo adawro ma oso ko obedi nkugu asem no run for number of years and that's what called the amoangu na ebugu ye
David amoangu
yeah na run
because of say asem no na asem a wo de akokot for so many years
normal
no normal na say
omo antecedent on the delay case
sana
sana tie your case go no one delay no
na me ma prosecutor asem ntumi anwie na wa ba no abehwe merit no na so ntumi nto aso a wo mo problem me ni problem
e kwan bia so na lawyer Dominic ayeni kwan bia so on the no say case no from day one a merit be anim no defending the client.
Me na me ni problem. Me na man to me any asem. Me ni problem.
On say take it two sides. Friend, Odamu ni so they have a case. Attorney General letters who say Odamu ni case.
On my explanation be.
Yeah.
The explanation of the mind say.
Yeah.
Wo share that time omu collapse bank. Naka contractors eduomo no. Any ska omu hia. Some the page bank no. Na can ya more than ya.
No, these are you know, these are
and meba.
Yeah.
Contractors no pompo so to omka.
So to
aban buy what to be.
Yeah.
Because that time no na nkomu to contractors ne car. E ka banks na collapse.
And I'm just say fine. Say the another kind of the argument no okay. Tell you catch a case, you know, running for years na yenya ni asem ni nwie. You see, so MPP for ya a person prosecute you with that opportunity. So almost 60%. Fine. Because any pan go jailina and now see at 2 ACN. That's why you are that jaili. And I can 2 ACN nya sa she say obetu ska no tuya ya.
Okay, now Attorney General na accept it.
And
at 2 ACN lawyers kind.
And no tuya ya. Say ka sem bi ani o. Was manu twetwe form. Odi at 2 ACN kotum na sabe owu prison ho a e den na besi.
Odem ska na o ka so betu ya anye.
Yanye ya jeli no. Eti da sa 2 ACN. Omampani jana ska so afa o. So on ho afa. Okay? Me die sawo hyehyɛ na ka che ni pan say until 60% na due diligent eye adwuma ema sika no buka no ade ma no a me die na yoka okaya abuga pele at a point abaye yo baye okaya that time no odiri kotum o angelino ojelino etituba bia se eya ade na sabio odiri pan be kwa kotum kwa na obetia sese sika na mafa no emu sei na mede ba asembia ni o hwe national service saga ya ene ye discuss ye hwe sika ye involve ene sika keto o na se
awon kra bia etem so mbetua
good so otia sese obetua mon ko back na mon wu sika no ne dodo nie
na mon work interest
yes say na te mon first kind of
anu na ebi no mon so kase e basa akronfo bedoso o first kana no de akoya adwuma
me start say me
to beje na onya profit bebre no de
am politics achi nipa dodo say na ban code watimi do matum ba nipa dodo adiska nipa dodo say oka MPP ba 8 years o so ba and this year disika ba chiwo mo o che dodo say no do mo gum NDC ba the same thing oba diska ye ba enya omo ebi ni so de attorney general nom air discussion ombeka but se duba bi na o se sika no so de ba on famra ato se de na wa ye ready say obetua sika no o tua bi mpo wan tua bi am say wan tua bi the first one wan tua
o ma accept
o ma nyi sika no
so no ma terms o de betua sika na wie
e ma conform
no no ma accept
e mo bi andoso yemfa bi ntuma dodo na ngum ne de se duba bi na national service authority boys ni wo mo ya adwe say o metua sika na yenye and yen hwe say ade bia ne tumi ye de be ma ye bia no ye ma oman no enye kane ayi opani yakai opani SB fine gentleman waron baby a ade ne bobo efiri ba na na mo ka say mo tete say onam pai bobia e na obom pai sa we pai bobia no save you say no crisis sika no wafa a court of competent jurisdiction ebua case of sika so de ba no say yesu kiso sanin po ba no fa sika na ma bedem e sa na te
attorney general say nipa be 7
yeah
eka case no ho a o ma ready say o mo be ka no kore no mo de o mo de
no he's a politician to do baby na 70 na sa na na te o be ka cho say o ka o dame ka kire say
o ba insiders and a licky asem no
ni nyina ne say fine ni nyina ne say
o ka say o mo obi transfer bi a
ai
ho na source ne frinante ase
and am bezem che say just a court ka kire di o mo ka no sa na te o mo politicians am be ka cho say o mo ye twamura gu case ni so ba no oboa said you see yan han ni also kokota no man tell you so but achakra no bo so miensa o se ka case ni wie but Dr. Dufo mu dey design of court e dey several years of court I yent to enter case na wie so I know them sa no mutie oba exaggerate no aka cho say aha and a case ni ko panye no kre
mame na wase
James mi senior man bi pa wo Aduma Sampate mo baby e fe na no chi ni mo yima no physical o tie program na me ncha no da me onhia me da se
James Nkansa sports journalist Jimmy Yako mame nti o last word ansana
says ade bi e kom tim say medwin wo tim very very dangerous
2 minutes
say ye de o man adwuma hye won sa so now decide say we be no we say means say de na ye nyina ye hun say omuji city aka 14 na aka no eno no e be ne den e de fefe kira ma obi ana say e be ye won chendi wa akiri because to tia asema atoni general kana aso come to the negotiation table into negotiation table na wo kwetena won say wo wie o man sika 10 Ghana cedis a yesi betua 6 yesi betua 7 ono na agi atum say negotiation we ya wo kan de o meye ni say yama
office na agi atum anyo no as a person
say ya obi afọ man sika 10 cedis a ye gi 10 cedis ni nyina ye me ga what ya say enye say ye create opportunity bi na betina say na ye ne wonka de obetime tua ne de ebe kamu ne de ebe twa wura aguso ne de emfa nkosi yen no aban wei saa na muntu a wahase a wo tu no Ghana for ye de ni ene ye de hwe no
that's say Seru Ali
enso no me sure say enka say 4 years ne mbe na wie de na Ghana asa nya mugidi bim asa to aba amya to aso in 2028
ni amoye
Osempakani
Ali
say me kasa about this Dr. Yini Dr. Kwabna Dufo issue ni na maneti asese or say knowledge prosecute no is on some specific cases not all cases so okay this issue I think say omayeti asese initially bench bank for offer 10 million Ghana cedis am rejected but later on court ka say omo case ni bu ama sika no krapo ebom ama okay Godfred Odamini sa Dr. Tufosi issue about this ambulance krama company ka so offer 2 million Ghana cedis e go court no 10% square yenya mfiri isi etino yama Ghana fonti asese omayeti asese on some specific cases enye cases nana ye background so ye be bo case na gu say ye be null prosecute like oma enti ase enti no me hu ni say nyame adom sanka MPP fo no etua contractors ne ka asa sika ni nyina no eye 2.9 billion a akomutua asa sika ne ka edema contractors ni timi service o mu loan no omukwaji ye ewo Unibank na anka bank no anka anye basa ka bank sika sam no anye basa ni nyina kan eye major impact on the bank wajiko in fact contractors akwaji loan age bosia eda ye adwuma wantwe omuka enso abanwe ba ye obetwa contractors for ka enti ubusa say abanwe nya sika wo hin ena omuri twa contractors for ka yakwaji saka wana na bi Oma Ghana for say MPP omo ba ye no 8 years on bo Ghana for abro eye de na eye ba ye timenye sky twa contractors for ni bika okay make ye sa bank kro ya modo court for in fact 6 good years nie MPP for entimi amfa any important result one city crown be any free these cases this is the me adu etima retrieve 60% a ujina ha uyo club aka so NDC for kanka ya ade bobo ya baso because muka hu bi na bank na sika sam ye basa utua contractors for the car me pacho me interject me oh me interject me aka mutua omuka 40% na aka no 40% na aka no na wo pacho me inter wo kasa me edi time na edi make remarks wo kasa kase Osempakani and na me we final remarks no me finalize with there man o wakasa close to about 5 minutes Mr. Jimmy Mr. Now say be reference say dey make no mame
na mo say na yamfa ensia Ale Sedu aye communication team member National Democratic Congress Jimmy Boachi Ansa communication team member and research officer in Shaeso New Patriotic Party James Nkansa sports journalist with Ezra FM. Mamina DJ Legacy and DJ Loss. I say, I'm more fancy and I am to me and far course. No, young boy, China. Yababo Modi Alpha. Medindi Beneza, I'll join. I'll be to me from your Osempakani. I don't do your China this year.